Welcome back to Apex Alchemy. Today we have a very nice non-liking small slip joint traditional style Tactile Bexar knife. We're going to take a look at. Before we get into that, if you happen to like this knife and you fall in love with it and you want to check it out, you want to pick it up, DNK Knives has them in stock. So this is Don Farmer's card. You can freeze it if you want to. You can pause that screen, get all of his information, get in contact with him. He's really cool, really laid back dude, easy to talk to. DNK Knives also offers Sezzle. So if you make those decisions that you want to buy something that's a little bit out of your price range, you can finance it. I've never used Sezzle, but I think Sezzle is one of those things where it's like 4 months or something like that for 0%. I need to check that out. I need to look into it just to see how everything works. DNK Knives got your back if you want this knife. If you decide to buy anything off of DNK, remember Apex 10 will get you 10% off. So like on this knife, save you close to $30, right? So without further ado, the knife comes from Texas, or the company's from Texas, right? These knives are made in the USA. This thing is full titanium and the blade is Magna Cut. HRC is 61. It was made by Andrew on November the 30th of 2022. It's a lot of cool information, man. Immediately the knife feels familiar from Rusty allowing us to borrow his Tactile. His wasn't the slip joint that we borrowed. This is a slip joint. It's got a really cool nail nick, just to get started. It's got a doodad, I guess. I'm not sure if Rusty. I'm not sure if that comes on it from the factory or if DNK put that on there. I'm pretty sure it comes like that from the factory. Very, very ultra slim profile. Let's get some measurements for you before we even open it up. Okay. 9/32 inch. Can you guys see that? 9/32 inch. How many millimeters is that? Well, 7 millimeters. So 7 millimeters thick, or 9/32. I can just measure this entire thing with the calipers, can I? Looking at 97.41 millimeters long, or that's going to be 3.83 inches. All right. How about some weights? 1.8 ounces. Featherlight. Let's go over here and see what that translates to. It's 52 grams. 52 grams. Okay. Nice. The knife has a lot of nice milling in it, just like the other Tactiles that we've handled. Man, let's see if we can get the acoustics on this thing. I don't think that half stop translated very well. I like the knife, man. I wish it was bigger, and they may offer a bigger one. I wish it was just a little bit bigger, personally, but I can get a 4-finger grip on it. Like, it is big enough, and I'm getting used to the fact that these slip joints aren't humongous, and it's not they're not hard use knives. They're a little finicky stuff type knives or whatever. Well, I mean, not all slip joints, but obviously, there's been people that make livings off of the trappers and all that stuff. But these type of knives, they're like gentlemen slip joints. Like they're clean out the fingernails and all that stuff. And of course, you need Magna Cut to do that. The knife feels amazing. Let's look at our cutting edge. Do you guys like the leather, or would you? I like the leather, but do you like the leather or you like the grid bore better? 1, 2, 3. It's got a 3-inch blade with about a 2 7/8 inch cutting edge on that, what I would call a clip point. You agree? Yeah, I think it's a clip point. It's almost buoy, right? But overall, if that's 3, we got 4, 5, 6, a little over 6.5. Man, cool little knife. Cool little knife. I like the packaging. I like the knife. Like it's just, let's see how sharp it is, man. It's got to cut something, right? Get us some paper. 61 HRC. There's gonna be a lot of hate. Just a second. I have a feeling. Yeah. You could cut half a minute out of that. Oh yeah. Precision work, man. Precision work. When I think of these little knives with the thin blade stocks, I think precision work over like hard use and pry bar type of situations and stuff. And you got knives for that type of stuff. But what about that blade stock? We didn't even touch on that, did we? Let's check that out. I bet that's like 0.6. 0.06 or 0.07. It's closer to 0.07. Blade stock, and that's we turn it into millimeters. So that's also a 1/16 inch blade stock, or 1.72 millimeters. Having these little knives around, it does prove to be quite useful, even for my job. Like I found myself using some of these smaller knives, and they actually like obliterate, the big stuff, because they just eat right through it. Like it's effortless, and it's interesting to see, like when you get used to carrying around, like bigger knives, and you keep them sharp and all that stuff, but like some of the tasks, even with a nice, like a nice sharp edge, it just doesn't compare when you got to pull something out like it's nice and small and lightweight, and you go to make that precision cut, and you got total control. Like, look at this, man. Like seriously, you got total control over what you're about to do, and it just obliterates the job. Like, I mean, like there's nothing, it just nothing stands in the way. Like almost surgical precision type stuff. Yeah, not me, but the knife makes it feel that way. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't perform surgery. I would, don't trust me. Don't trust me to perform surgery. But it makes me feel like I've got way more control than something like 80/15. Like and those types of tasks, and tasks that require precision. Now, with tasks that require like cutting up wood and stuff like that, or whatever, bigger task, or even like self-defense situations or whatever, I would rather have 80/15, right? But let's throw some stuff up here for a size comparison. This is an Ontario Rat number 2. I do not have the ones in right now. They're at Choir Boys Cutlery, so keep an eye out. He's going to be doing some in the field testing between the S35, the AUS-8, and the D2, I believe. I believe he got a D2 model. I sent him the S35 and an AUS-8. So that is Ontario Rat number 2. This is Rusty's Tucson. I want to say this Tucson was a TS28 or something like that. Rusty, please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. He did give me notes. I just don't have them set beside me. What else we got? We'll have a video on that coming up really soon. In fact, I don't know which one to drop first, but yeah, you may have already seen that knife. And last but not least, possibly one of my favorite slip joints is this just all stone wash full tie, notorious. What is it called, man? Notorious Kingpin. That's right. Love this little knife, man. It's also, oh no, this is an M390. This one's an M390 full tie, very lightweight as well. But did we check out the weight on this one yet? I can't remember. I know we did, didn't we? Y'all, I don't think we did. So it's 53 grams. I may be wrong. 1.9 ounces. I remember that. We did this. Okay, anyway, so we'll throw up just a couple of more size comparison knives that are a little more standard, I suppose. There's a PM2, and here's an Inkosi, and so you'll see, just the difference in sizes. And there's, how about Strider SNG? We got it out. So it's a small knife, but I'm starting to appreciate the need, or the availability of having a small knife on me whenever I actually carry one. Of course, I haven't carried this one. It's not mine, and it is for sale. So I'm not using this one. The paper's the only thing I've cut with it. But I've carried knives like similar size, and it's very nice to have them around. Anyway, this video is going on long enough. Thank you for watching. If you're still watching, we could use you as a subscriber. So, consider subscribing, and leave the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It helps out either way. Leave us a comment. That's the best thing you can do to support the channel. Thank you to all 41 members of our channel. It means the world. Thank you to all 12 of our Patreon members. That also means the world. You guys have a great one. Patreon members, we do have that Chris Reeve or Spartan Harsey or whatever you guys choose. Giveaway coming up very soon. Just a reminder. So thank you, and we will catch you guys on the flip side.